Hello and welcome. We are going to discuss PlayStation 4 games running on your PlayStation 5 via different scenarios. Is it the internal SSD? Is it an external USB SSD or an external USB mechanical hard drive? And we're also going to compare it to last gen's console, the PS4. That's right, it's a last generation console. Quit calling the PS5 next gen. It might feel next gen to you because you're probably not going to get your hands on one for a long time, but it's currently out for some people, including myself. I've been very fortunate to get one. So let's get right into it. There's essentially no difference between the SSDs, whether it's internal or external. And that's really, really good news because PlayStation 5 titles that are actually labeled PlayStation 5 must be on the internal SSD. There's just no way around it. You can't even store, as of the making of this video, PS5 titles on an external hard drive like you can with the Xbox Series X. Get it? Series S and X. S-Sex. Get it? It's sex without the E, so it's not sexual. Anyhow, that was cringy, but that's me trying to be funny. So it's really cool because these PS4 games here, like I'm going to use Days Gone and Ghost of Tsushima as an example. These are two titles that got the PS5 touch. So 60 frames a second, 4K dynamic resolution. I don't know if this one got the 4K dynamic resolution, but the point is they got the touch. And it doesn't matter where it is. Is it an external mechanical or SSD? Or is it the internal? You're still getting the 60 frames. You're still getting that dynamic 4K resolution. So don't go wasting your internal PS5 storage capacity with PlayStation 4 titles from last gen. Put them on an external. Save those PS5 titles that have to be on there. Borderlands 3 has an actual PS5 version. FIFA Soccer, Madden, NBA 2K21. They all have an actual PlayStation 5 version. Spider-Man Miles Morales. And in some cases, the reason for that is because there's actual new features beyond just 60 frames and 4K dynamic resolution that they felt the need to actually have it as a completely separate title, right? So that's why Days Gone and Ghost of Tsushima are amazing. That 60 frames is everything. There are some PlayStation 5 titles. Again, I think Borderlands 3 is one of them, actually. Don't quote me on this, though. I think really the only difference is the 60 frames, if I'm not mistaken. But they had to go ahead and make that a whole new version of the game, which again forces you to put it on the internal hard drive. So during this test, where it's virtually the same, again, it was this hard drive that was used with a read and write of 500 megabytes. Your internal PlayStation 5's hard drive is 5,500. So the PlayStation 5 SSD reads at like 5,000 megabytes quicker than an external SSD. But yet the load times are the same. And that's because obviously the software is capped. Now, if you were to transfer games to your PS5 from an external SSD or an HDD, that's where the difference might come in because the new Samsung T7s, they're twice as fast. They're 1,000 read and write versus 500 read and write. And the price is the same right now if you buy this from Canada Computers. So keep that in mind. It could still be worth, getting one of these maybe for $335 Canadian on sale, or it may not. At full price, it's not worth it because at that point, you can spend the same amount of money and get the internal M.2 NVMe PCIe 4.0. That's a lot of numbers. For the same price, they're about $600 for 2 terabyte of those, and that's probably what's going to end up being compatible with the PlayStation 5 once that expansion slot gets unlocked via an update. It's the Western Digital Black NVMe something 820 50 70 something. I don't remember, but it's about $600. This thing without a sale is about $600. So you could be spending a lot of money making your PS5 games get more storage and your PS4 games run on an SSD. You could be spending $1,200 on SSDs. So it looks like this current generation of consoles, it's not the games that are going to kill you in terms of the price, it's the storage. So we'll have to wait and see how things play out, in a short year or two. You're probably going to be able to pick up like a 4 terabyte external SSD for probably $300. Like, you know what I mean? For about the same price what you get a 2. Like every year there's some pretty significant jumps in technology and reductions in price, and you're getting more for your dollar. So that's essentially the whole video. Like I said, it's it's pretty damn good. I'm now very much tempted to pick up a external SSD, a 2 terabyte, and have like a healthy chunk of my PS4 games on it so that I can benefit from these load times. Load times for me can make the difference between whether or not I even want to bother getting into a game. When you're coming close to like 3 minutes, man, to like load a game, it's just, it kind of kills it for me. 3 minutes, I can already be like, halfway through a match in WWE 2K20, which I've tried on the SSD, by the way, and it's bloody fast. Like, I mean, it's damn good. But, you know, anyways, I could go on forever and I won't. Hopefully I got to the point like fairly quick, right? Like the most important pertinent information that needed to be shared, that was said fairly quickly off the bat. The convoluted rambling that I do after, that's just like a bonus. You know what I'm saying? That's after I got to the point. And I just kind of go all over the place because that's just the way my brain works. So I hate that about myself, but I can't help it. It's just literally how I was designed. My brain operates much quicker than a PS5 internal SSD, believe me. My thoughts with ADHD, it's like it's like all over the place. I'm already thinking like 25 videos ahead what I'm going to do. I'm already planning on what I'm going to do for Halloween in the year 2037. We're not even 2021 yet. That is cue for me to stop talking. If you have any questions, I'm not going to claim to have all the answers, but I will try to answer them for you if you're unable to get that information on your own or you just want to make me do all the work. Because I know there's some of you sick bastards out there that are like that. So if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. Now I'll make sure the next time you load a game up, it's as piss slow as the original Xbox. Yeah, that's right. Hey, I could have made it so it was like the original PlayStation, because that shit came out before the first Xbox. I'm giving you a bit of a break there. If you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally that would be great. I'm not going to force you to smash that like button, because if you smash it too hard and then you break your keyboard, you're not going to be around for the next videos for you to be able to give it a thumbs up on. You won't be around for that. Well, you might be, but your keyboard won't. So gently tap the like button, very gently. And be thankful that I'm giving you that option. Most people don't do that. And if you want to subscribe, did I already say that? This is what happens when I talk too much. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, that would be great. And if not, well, thanks for stopping by anyways. And hopefully I'll see at least some of you in the next video. Bye for now.